by step what are the different things. First one is the drawing board. Drawing board is something on which we can place our drawing sheet and we can draw any sort of drawing. The left edge and the right edge of a drawing has true straight edge, means those left and right edge are exactly perpendicular to each other, so we can get proper horizontal and proper vertical lines. For the right handed people, the left hand edge is called working edge because the T square head slide against it, and for the left hand people, right hand edge is called the working edge because T square slide against it. Now what is the T square? As you can see in the picture, this is a T square. It is having length exactly to the drawing board and it is having T kind of shape which will be resting on our working edge and sliding on our working edge. If we want to draw a horizontal line, we can draw horizontal line easily along this width of the drawing board. If we want to draw vertical line, then our horizontal line would be working axis for our drawing board, and we can draw vertical line using the T square as well. Before we draw any sort of drawing using the T square, we should check that the drawing paper is placed closely to the work edge and it's exactly perpendicular, so that our drawing line should be perpendicular. We should check those things, that drawing paper should be exactly perpendicular and exactly on the working edge. The paper should be also close enough to upper edge to permit the bottom sheet use for the T square. Paper should also be having upper edge contact too. To fasten the drawing sheet, we can use drafting tape or we can use drawing pins as well. Now drawing pencils. Now what is the use of those drawing pencils? This shows that what are the basic structure of the pencil and what are the pencil edges like this. The first one is a sharp conical point. It can be used for the general line work and the lettering. Then lead, drafting pencil lead, the pencil with the leads. Those pencils are called as mechanical pencil. We can push it from the back and the lead will come out from the front. Those are called the mechanical lead. And last one is thin lead mechanical pencil. The lead is very much thin that's why it do not require any sort of sharpening to it. Now we cannot use any sort of ordinary pencil to our engineering drawing, because the thing is that if we use the ordinary pencil, then the drawing may be smudged due to this. Many makes of the mechanical pencil are available together with the refill leads in all grades. So we should choose a mechanical pencil that feels comfortable in our hand. Now as I say that we should not use any ordinary pencil, so here is the drawing lead table. The lead should be considered upon our work. Generally our thing would be over here. We should use H, 2H, 3H, 4H or 5H pencil. Why we should not use HB, B, 2B, 3B? Because these HB, B, 2B, 3B, 4B and all these pencils are very much soft and it can smudge very easily. So from the H it all gets harder by harder. So we can draw very thin lines also and it will not smudge at all. When we see hard lead, it consists of 4H, 5H, 6H, 7H, 8H and 9H. Hard leads are used where extreme accuracy is required Generally, these leads are used for the construction line. When we are projecting anything, we can use this 6H, 4H pencils where lines would be very much thin. Where we can use the medium pencils can be used for the general purpose line or any sort of technical drawing. Where we can use the soft lead we can use in the any sort of artistic drawing. If we want to see a drawing using the pencil, over there we can use the soft pencil as well. Now here is the drawing lead application as per the lead grade. We can draw construction line using 3H, 4H or 6H pencil. Those line weight would be thin and light. If we want to draw a visible object line, that is our main line, then we can draw using H, it would be thick and dark. If we want to draw hidden line, then it should be 2H or H, again that would be thick, thin and dark. Center line should be 2H and H. Dimension line also be 2 and H. Extension line H and 2H. Leader line H and 2H, which means that all those hidden, center line, dimension line, extension line, leader line, which is very much necessary in our day-to-day drawing, over there we should use H or 2H pencil. When we want to draw a visible object line, over there we should always use H pencil, so that our line should be thick and dark. Now when we want to draw phantom line, we should implement with the 2H or H pencil. For the lettering purpose, we can use H or F pencil, which will create a thin and very dark line. How we can draw a horizontal and vertical line? This figure shows the application of the T-square. If we want to draw horizontal line, put up T-square like this on drawing board and draw using pencil the horizontal line. You can draw horizontal line very easily. If you want to draw vertical line, then what you can do, you can place T-square like this and you can use the set square to draw the vertical lines. How we can draw the triangles? How we can draw the lines? Most of the triangles are drawn at a standard angle using 45-45 triangle or 30-60 triangle. You can say it set square also. Triangle can be also called as set square. It consists of two set. First would be 45-45-90 and another would be 30-60-90. The sum of three angle would be 180 degrees. Using T-square and use of the set square, the various position shows that how we can draw step by step angles if we want to draw them. Various sort of scales are required. Various sort of scales required to draw any sort of drawing. Generally, any sort of plastic metal scale which is having metric scale to it is ideal one for the engineering drawing purpose. Another one is giant bow set. The giant bow set contains of various combination of the instrument. Basically, giant bow set consists of various sort of compasses for the marking purpose, for drawing the arcs, for drawing the internal arcs and for drawing the external arcs. As I say that the major component is giant bow compass. Using the giant bow compass, we can draw a arc or any sort of centers. It consists with the roller to middle of it. We can adjust the radius or the diameter using this roller. How we can use this compass? Hold it from the top. Our lead is put up over here. We have set the diameter using this roller and put up the center and rotate it, and we will have a circular portion on our paper. How we can sharpen the compass lead? We should sharpen the compass lead usually so that our lead should not be unjustified. We can sharpen with the paper, we can sharpen it with the long cut, or we can sharpen it with uses of the pierce to paper slightly. What are the pencil drawing techniques? A quality drawing is characterized by the crisp black line work and the lettering. All finished pencil line should be dark. All outline, as you can see, all the outline should be thick and dark, and everything else should be thin but dark as well. But we do not need to erase any unavoidable lines. If we have taken some sort of projection, we should not erase it. It should be thin, but our object would be thick and dark. Lettering. Ideal lettering should be like this. The letter should be equal in the length and equal in the width. Nowadays, the stencils are available in the market. Using those stencils, we can draw proper lettering in our drawing. Now, we was asked that we should draw using drawing board, we should draw anything using the T-square, but we have in that paragraph I mentioned that we need to draw these things on the drawing sheet. Now, what kind of drawing sheets are required in this engineering graphics? First is a trimmed paper of A0 to A4. A4 is an ideal paper which we have seen everywhere. A3 is double to the A4, A2 is double to the A3, A1 is double to the A2, and A0 is double to the A1. It's multiplied with the 2. A3 is double than A4, A2 is double than A3, A1 is double than A2, and A0 is double than A1. Now we'll see how we can. These are the standard size. A4 is of 210 to 297 mm, A3 is 297 into 420 mm, A2 is 420 to 594 mm, A1 is 594 into 841 mm, and A0 is 841 mm into 1189 mm. In our engineering graphics, mostly in our all drawing, we are going to use this A2 size drawing sheet. A2 size drawing sheet would be ideal for mechanical engineers, and for the civil engineers, A0 size sheet would be an ideal sheet to draw any sort of drawing. So in this lecture, we have seen various sort of drawing instrument, what we can use using the drawing sheets, what are the drawing instruments, what is the design process. Everything we have seen about the introduction to our engineering graphics. Now in the next portion we will see what are the scales to the engineering graphics, what are the other parameters which we need to draw using the engineering graphics. For this lecture it's completed. We will see you in the next lecture. Thank you very much.